This conference will now be recorded.
Hi everyone, welcome to Isha Training Solutions. Hope my voice is audible for everyone.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for confirming, Nagarjuna. So we will give 2 more minutes for others to join, and then we will start our session. Okay, we will give two
Sure.
more minutes, and then
Okay.
we will start our session. Yeah. Once again, welcome everyone. Welcome to Isha Training Solutions. Hope my voice is audible. My screen is visible. Myself, Saravanan Srinivasan. I'm going to take you through this entire journey of app dynamics learning. So I have close to 13 years of experience in this field. Okay, you know various APM tools in the industry, App Dynamics, Dynatrace, New Relic, CA-APM, Datadog, all those APM tools I have the knowledge, and I also know various performance testing tools like LoadRunner, JMeter, NeoLoad, Performance Center, Gatling. So these are the tools and these are the APM tools I have um, knowledge. And I also have wide range of experience in working with multiple customers, multiple verticals, multiple technology like that. So what we are trying to do here is that I'm going to share this knowledge. I mean, the App Dynamics APM tool knowledge with you all people, and also the work experience and the challenges that we faced. All those things we are going to share and learn this APM tool in a detailed way. That is what we are trying to do it in this session. And thanks everyone for joining this session. That too over the weekend. That too holiday today. Most of them will be in the holiday mode. Even then, if we guys are joined in this demo session, that shows that how hunger we have in learning new things and new technologies. So thanks everyone for joining this demo session, and I hope you guys will evaluate us, and then we'll come to the decision. Like we all will learn this tool. We all will travel in this course journey. So without wasting further time, we will discuss like what are all the course content that we are going to learn in this course journey. Okay, so I encourage each and every one of you, please, if you have any question, because this is actually the evaluation session. I mean, you guys are going to evaluate us, or you guys are going to see like what is actually provided by us. I mean, the expectation that we are trying to meet or what, all those things only we are going to see here. So please stop me at any point of time if you guys are feeling like you want me to provide little more clarity, provide little more explanation for certain topics. I'm happy to do that. So I'm encouraging you guys to ask questions, because anyways, in this course, we have to get the justification for whatever the money that we are going to invest, right? So please consider like you are going to work in the real world situation. Don't think like what others will think. If I ask this question, somebody will think bad or what. No, nothing like that. It is you and your work is important. So learning this tool is very very important. So So stop me at any point of time, ask your question, get it clarified, and then move on. So, and one more thing, it is not only going to be a theoretical session, it is a practical oriented session, and then we are going to share our real world example wherever, I mean, already our students who learned this tool and then they are part of the organization. And then even now what is happening, there are challenges, our learners will also come and share with us, like this is what sir, this is how it happens, sir, like that. And it is really happy to see our learners are actually positioned in different organization as a administrator or academics professional, like that. So it is good that we are going to learn this industry familiar APM tool, and we are going to practically use the tool for our real world work culture. Okay, so that is what we are going to see. So the first topic for the course is that what are APM tools? Okay, what are APM tools? Because I mean, nowadays, that's a problem also. Most of them did not aware that what is actually APM tools are. Application performance monitoring or application performance management tool means what? That understanding also, many of them did not have it. That is a fact. Okay, the many did not know like what is APM tool and how it is actually used, in what way we can use the tool for our real world work. All those things, nobody aware of it. Actually, even I'll tell like this: like those who are passing out of the college, okay, say engineering college or arts college, they are passing out. They always have this thing in their mind: only Java will save them, only Python will save them. That is the intention of everybody. Okay, even I had the same feel when I came out of the college. It is the impression that we only need Java, .NET, Perl, Python. These are the things will save us. That is where we will get job, like that we have the intention. But it is not like that. Okay, there are different avenues in which we can get the jobs. I mean, already you guys are working in testing role, so I don't want to give more detailed explanation for that. But there are newcomers, or there are passed out students part of this demo session. Means for their benefit, I'm saying, like lot of opportunities are there. I mean, learning this APM tool nowadays is very important. Not only a performance testing tool, along with that, if you are trying to learn a APM tool, yes, your profile will be considered as a high profiled resume. So that's the reason I'm saying. Because I don't know anybody searching for a new job in this forum or what, but if you guys are searching for a new job in performance testing side or performance engineering side, you guys can go and read your job description, JD. Definitely one APM tool will be there, one PT tool will be there. Okay, definitely it will be there, because nowadays the expectation is you are not only going to do performance testing, what additional things that you can do. That is what the expectation from the customer. So it is really mandatory to learn one performance testing tool and one APM tool. Now the industry trend is moving towards that, so it is obvious that you should also learn those tools. Okay, even my friends or my juniors, whoever is actually asking me, please tell me like how I can design my career, how I wanted to become performance tester, like that. If somebody is asking, I usually tell to them like, learn any one performance testing tool and one APM tool. That is really a mandatory thing, because no, only performance testing tool is not sufficient nowadays. Learning APM tool is also very important. So that's what I usually tell it to everybody here also. Maybe you guys are evaluating us, you guys are only joining for a demo or anything, but I'm not considering that. But if you guys are thinking that your career or your career ladder is actually performance testing, please learn APM tool also. Because nowadays customers, what they are thinking, you are doing testing and you are only providing numbers. What is that number? Response time, hits per second, throughput, errors per second. These are the numbers. If you are providing it to the customer, customers are not happy at all. They are not happy, because you should provide more than that. Not only numbers, you should provide a reason for that, root cause for that. So that is what the expectation now, guys. Okay, even last week we got one requirement. Okay, I mean a training requirement. We got one training requirement. The training requirement is lot of professionals they are having. I mean the organization is having lot of professionals. For those professionals, they are already know certain things about app dynamics tool, but we have to train them to do the root cause analysis. Root cause analysis, there is a problem. How will you identify the root cause of the problem statement? That is what that requirement itself. So why I'm telling these things to you guys is that yes, the industry trend is moving towards that. You no more you can say only login transaction took 5 seconds, logout transaction took 6 seconds, search transaction took 10 seconds, like that. If you are saying no more, it is actually expected from the customer. Okay, don't think like only providing this number will make the customer happy. No, now you have to say that 10 seconds for search transaction, where it is actually taken. Is it a UI? Is it on application layer, or is it on database layer? It is because of the infrastructure. All those explanation you should provide going forward. Going forward, it is expected to provide the detailed information, not a high level information. So in order to provide a detailed information, yes, you need to learn APM tools, application performance monitoring or application performance management tool. Nowadays the trend is moving towards that. Okay, so I worked with probably 500 customers or 600 customers. Means those people, whenever I'm interacting with, their expectation is towards that. Their expectation is not only performance testing. Their expectation is towards performance engineering. How will you engineer the problem statement? How will you identify the root cause? So that is the expectation, right? So in order to fulfill the expectation, what you have to do, you have to equip yourself, you have to learn these APM tools, because these APM tools are designed in such a way that it is going to give you a detailed root cause analysis. I mean, is it something on the browser layer, or is it something on the application layer? Is it something on the DB layer? Is it something on the infrastructure layer? Like that, APM tools are going to give you a very detailed information. For that only we are trying to learn this APM tools. Okay, so for that we should know what are APM tools. Application performance monitoring tools or management tools means what? That understanding we should have it. That explanation we are going to learn in this course journey. Okay, I'll take a pause here. Anybody have any question? You can ask your question, please. Okay, thank you. So, and then why APM tools are important? Yes, traditionally, I told you, right, I have experience about 13 years. Anybody in this forum having 10 plus years of experiences? Anybody? 10 plus years of experience? Okay, no problem. So I'm into this field for 13 plus years of experience, right? So I know, those days, we usually use profiling tools, static monitoring tools, infrastructure monitoring tools, DB profiling tools, single user performance testing, like this, different tools for different activities. Okay, that's actually a time consuming process as well. I mean, one time what happened, we received a production outage information from production support team. They gave me the task by morning 10 o'clock. Okay, next day 10 o'clock, till that we are only finding what is the problem. Not even fixing the issue is different. Finding what is the problem itself took that much of a time. Okay, like this lot of times happened. I mean, not now. Now the industry is actually fast food industry. Now it is all quick. Everything will be fast, agile, DevOps, like that. Industry is moving in that rapid speed. But I'm saying those days it is really hard to identify the problem statement itself, because we have a limited set of tools, and we have number of different tools, and we have limited skill set. Skilled people will be very less. I mean, profiling tools means there are set of people will be there. DB profiling tools means there are set of people will be there. Single user performance testing tool means there are set of people will be there. Infrastructure monitoring means there are set of people will be there. Making everybody to come to a common war room, and then making everybody to work for a particular issue, and then finding the issue, it will take a lot of time. But now, using this APM tools, application performance monitoring or application performance management tools, it is really easy. Not even, I mean, before even the issue is actually happening, you can even identify the problem. I mean, warning level itself, we can capture the problem statement. That kind of importance all these APM tools are actually having. Okay, so that also we are going to learn in this course journey. And then AppDynamics introduction, yes, we will see introduction part of it. And then deployment model. Actually, AppDynamics is having two deployment model. One is SaaS based, another one is on premises. I mean, SaaS means software as a service. Just a minute, we are getting a question. What makes AppD special compared to other APM tools like say, will not say unique, so very good like that. Everybody is having their own specialized features that are available, Pranita. I mean, here I'll say the key features maybe. Here there is a key feature called call graph. Call graph, which is actually available, which is a root cause analysis feature that is actually available in AppDynamics. And you can even do JVM level monitoring, Java virtual machine level monitoring also you can do it. And then baselining, I mean the auto learning capability. There are 1 week metric, 1 month metric, 1 year metric, like that. It will auto learn and then it will prepare a baseline. That capability is also available. And it is also having alerts and response. I mean, where there is a problem, you will be notified. That artificial intelligence, I mean, machine learning algorithm is also available. Okay, so that capability is also available. And then real user monitoring capability, synthetic monitoring capability, analytics, that capability is also available in AppDynamics. So these are the features and capabilities that are available in AppDynamics. But I would not say this is only available in AppDynamics. No, every APM tools, they are tight competitors. Okay, they are tight competitors. Each one is having quite a similar feature in a different names. Okay, but AppDynamics is also a leading market player in APM side. So that's the reason. And if you see the market share, so I think Dynatrace and AppDynamics are sharing maximum share in the market. So in that way, AppDynamics is actually good APM tool, Pranita. Clear, Pranita? Ami, you're clear with the answer? Okay, thank you. So the deployment models, there are two deployment models that we are having. One is SaaS based and another one is on premises. So SaaS based, software as a service, which means that vendor owns everything. License only we will purchase from AppDynamics team. That is SaaS based model. On premises model, you owns everything. You will I mean, sorry, SaaS based model, infrastructure owned by customer, I mean vendor, infrastructure owned by vendor, license only we will be getting it. In SaaS, in on-premises model, infrastructure also we have to manage. Okay, infrastructure also we have to manage. License only we will be getting it from the vendor. Okay, so we are going to see what is SaaS based model, what is on-premises model, and we are going to see in detail the SaaS based AppDynamics, all features, capabilities, detailed explanation for each and every thing we are going to cover it in the SaaS based model of AppDynamics. Okay, and then AppDynamics application agent configuration. Okay, guys, please remember, every APM tool is actually working in the concept of agent configuration. agent. Okay, agent configuration. I'll show you a picture. I'll draw a picture maybe. Sorry, my throat is really bad today. So maybe you have your browser. Okay, you have your browser and you have your app server. You have your app server. Okay, you have your DB server. You have your DB server. Okay, say like this is your infrastructure. Okay, this is your architecture maybe. Okay, so what App Dynamics will do, there is a user experience agent that you can have it in the browser level. This is one agent. Or if your application is actually a Java application or .NET application, Perl, Python, whatever, there also you can have your agent. Okay, if your DB is a MongoDB, MySQL DB, whatever, there also you can have your agent. Okay, what this App Dynamics agent will do, it will collect the data, it will send the data to your App Dynamics. Okay, so this App Dynamics UI, okay, the app UI in which you are going to see all the collected data, you are going to do your investigation, all those things you are going to do it in the App Dynamics only. Okay, so this is how I mean, don't consider this is actually App Dynamics feature. Every APM tool is actually similar feature only. Agents will be installed, the agent will be collecting the data, agent will be sending the data to the UI. That is how it is actually working. Here also, your App Dynamics agents will be available in the respective infrastructure. It will collect the data, send the data to your App Dynamics, and you are going to see the data. Okay, you are going to see the data. So that is what your App Dynamics is typically doing. Okay, so this one we are going to learn everything practically. Right now I showed you, right? Like right now I showed a picture. So we are going to see that practically. What is that practically? I'm saying means application agent. We are going to see a Java agent and then Node.js agent. There are two agent configuration we are going to learn in this course journey. Okay, so because I wanted to give you at least minimum of two flavor to you all, then only you can confidently go out when you are attending any interview. You can tell them that you have experience. Okay, that you have experience in configuring these agents. Okay, even those who are going for a certification exam, I mean App Dynamics certification exam also, you guys should have these understanding. I mean the App Dynamics installation configuration, and then the agent installation, agent configuration, data extraction, data identification, all those things you are going to see. Do we need subscription for hands-on? Yeah, we will. I'll explain you. Okay, sorry, your name is mentioned as IM. Not sure your good name. I am actually in this course journey, Ahmed. Okay, good. Thank you, Ahmed. We are going to learn this course journey, right? That time I will explain those things as well. Every bit of things we are going to learn practically. Okay, practically we are going to learn. You are going to do in your machine itself. Okay, I'm going to share the sample application. I have two sample applications. Okay, one is Node.js based, another one is Java based. Okay, two sample application I will share it through Google Drive. Okay, this is for, maybe I'm answering Ahmed, but this is for everybody. This is all a practical oriented learning. I mean, I'm going to share an application to you guys through Google Drive. You are going to download. I'm going to explain the configurational steps as well. So you are going to do it in your machine. And if you are facing any problem, let me know. We will connect and then we will resolve the problem. That also we are going to do. And once the configuration is done, all the things, I mean, application agent configuration, application data gathering, how to do the root cause analysis, everything we are going to learn practically. Not only application agent, everything we are going to learn in that way only. I'm going to explain that in the subsequent explanation. That is what we are checking in right now. But for the benefit of everybody, I'm saying this is all something that you are going to learn practically with the sample applications, because then only you will gain more confidence. If you are attending any interview, you can actually share this experience. I mean, you're while explaining, you can tell them like, this is how I configured, this is a file I configured, and I restarted the server like that. Browser RUM is included. Yes, yes, Kamal. The user experience agent is actually included. We are going to learn that as well. Okay. Okay. So here, yeah, you're welcome, Kamal. So here I'm going to say like Apache. Just one question, please. Yes, Ahmed. Okay, you type your question and then I'll take it. So here Apache Tomcat subscription is of limited time. Yes. Here AppDynamics is having a I mean, this 15 days license is actually called as Pro license, Pro, okay, Pro license. In that time period, you will have five units of license will be available. I mean, 5 Java, 5 .NET, 5 Node.js, like that. Five units will be available during that 15 days of trial period. Okay. Post 15 days, that Pro license will become a light license. Pro license will become a light license. After that, one agents will be available instead of 5 .NET, 5 Java. 1 .NET, 1 Java, 1 Node.js will be available. Do we have something crack or for a long time? No, it's an online application, right? So we cannot crack it. It's a web-based application, right? So you need to create one more. I mean, you need to create one more SaaS account and then you can use it. Ahmed. Okay, sure. Thank you.
Yeah, I have one question.
Yes, Nagaraj.
So in this session, do we cover how to configure the servers to this App Dynamics? Like what is
Servers
the
in the
database
sense.
servers? Yeah, database servers or app
Yeah, yeah,
servers,
yeah,
something like that.
yeah. We are covering. We are covering.
Okay, okay, fine. So because in at my current organization, we are using Grafana as well as this App Dynamics.
Mhm.
So we need to learn that thing also, like how to configure the metrics and all on what other servers into this App Dynamics tool.
See, this InfluxDB Grafana is
Uh-huh.
not typically for your analysis. It is for I mean charting purpose. Okay, I mean whatever the metric that you are having, you wanted to have chart the data. That is the reason we are using this InfluxDB Grafana. Okay,
Okay,
so
okay.
but the regular work is within AppDynamics only. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
those are like beautification tasks. I mean, you wanted to extract the data from AppDynamics and then put it outside through Postman or any other source, and then you are trying to put the plotting of the graph. Those are additional beautification things. But the core part is within the AppDynamics, right? So what I will explain maybe we have a topic available to do a Postman trigger. I mean, the REST API available in AppDynamics, I'm going to use it in Postman and then we are going to extract the data. That part I will cover. Okay. But
Okay.
that feeding that data into Grafana and all, you can learn separately because that is
Okay.
all not a general topic. I mean, it is person to person, organization to organization. We are using that, but extracting the data, I will explain, Nagaraj. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you.
Uh, this is Kamal here.
Okay. So here the Tomcat server deployed application monitoring. In that we are going to learn application dashboard means what, business transaction means what, service endpoints means what, or memory analysis how will you do, JVM analysis how will you do, yeah, what is war room, what is war room that is actually available in AppDynamics. All those things we are going to do in the application agent, I mean Java agent configuration. We are going to learn this application I will share. I mean the Java based application I'm going to share, and you guys can learn it in your machine itself. Similarly, I'm going to share one more sample application, which is a Node.js based application. Okay, that also I will share through Google Drive. You guys can download and then you can do the configuration. So here also quite a similar the above things actually you can do it in the Node.js application also. I don't want to copy paste things. That's the reason I simply mentioned it. There also you can learn application dashboard means what, business transaction means what, service endpoints means what, tiers and nodes means what. Everything will be available in the Node.js application also. I don't want to duplicate things, so that's the reason I simply mentioned Node.js server deployed application monitoring. So that also we are going to learn in detail. Okay, one Java based application, one Node.js based application. We have a question: do we have setup of appd and we can get access of Kamal? That's what I'm saying. You yourself can create and use it, Kamal. That is what we are going to learn in this course journey. I will explain. Maybe probably today's agenda is not that. Probably tomorrow or in the next session, I'll explain that. Okay. Yeah, sure. Thanks.
Hello,
So, yeah, yes,
Rauf.
Raf. Raf.
Actually, in the current project, we are facing few issues in App Dynamics, so we are unable to or solve that. What the issue is, from where it is coming. Do this will be covered over here if I connect separately?
Uh, Rauf, that is actually a job support. Okay, that is actually a job support. We usually do it separately. Okay, but I'm not sure what is your problem. If this course covers it or what, that also I don't know. If it is a dedicated thing, I think we can discuss offline. Or you feel like if I go through this session, I may get additional knowledge through that I can resolve the problem. It is up to you. You
Okay.
take a call. But something is actually specific to your organization work related. I think that separately we can deal. Rauf. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Sure. Thank you. So Node.js thing, and then we are going to learn about App Dynamics server agent configuration. I mean AWS Cloud Windows Server agent configuration. I mean the industry is actually moving towards cloud. Okay, I mean AWS, Azure, Google Cloud Platform, Alibaba, like that. Everybody started talking. So that's the reason what I felt is that like why don't we add that related topic? So AWS Cloud Windows Server monitoring and then Linux server monitoring we are going to do that. That agent configuration, all those things we are going to see, guys. Okay, and then next one is App Dynamics database agent configuration. So there are two database we are going to learn. One is MySQL DB monitoring, another one is MongoDB monitoring. So MySQL DB, how you will set up in your machine, and then how agent will be configured, how the queries that are actually loaded in your MySQL DB is actually coming to your App Dynamics. That is also we are going to see. Similarly, MongoDB. MongoDB also how to set up, configure, data extract, data root cause analysis. All those things we are going to learn. So application side, server side, DB side, and then user experience. This is actually very important topic, guys. Okay. Just now I think somebody asked, right? I think Kamal. Real user monitoring is actually part of it or what? Yes, we are going to do that because every customers, nowadays customers are very technically strong customers are there. Okay, it is not like 8 years before, 10 years before, whatever you are talking technically, customer will say yes, no, move on. That's all every customer will talk. But nowadays customers will teach you. They'll teach you, boss, this is actually available in load runner, this is actually available in JMeter, why don't you do it in Dynatrace, why don't you do it in App Dynamics, like that. Every customers are actually technically sound nowadays. So now what is happening, customers are actually started asking, I need to get browser level metric. Okay, DOM interactive time, time to first byte time, visually complete time, like that. Customers are actually asking for a detailed report inclusive of browser layer. Okay, so that is actually going to cover in this topic. We are going to see real user monitoring and synthetic monitoring explanation. Yes, we are going to cover that. And alerts and response, this is what I told you, right? Like there is an intelligence available. Okay, auto intelligence available. I mean um, Yeah, see, this intelligence can be manual or automated. Now, last month only, App Dynamics having that automated intelligence. I mean, it is going to gather the data, and then if there is any deviation in the data, it will provide you alerts. Okay, alerts. So that we are going. That is actually added. The new topic added in App Dynamics is actually anomaly detection. Okay, earlier it was not there. Newly they added anomaly detection. So we are going to see what is policies means. I mean, health rule means what? Anomaly detection means what? How will you configure your actions? I wanted to trigger a mail. What should I do? I wanted to trigger a thread dump. What should I do? I'm going to explain not only triggering part, guys. Okay, I usually take performance engineering session also. So what I thought is that like those who are actually learning App Dynamics, I wanted to explain them little performance engineering concepts also. So in this course, I'm going to explain how to do the thread dump analysis. How to do the thread dump analysis. Not only thread dump analysis, I'm going to explain you how to do the heap dump analysis. Okay. So and here also in the application side, when we are configuring this JVM analysis and memory analysis, right? That time I will explain you garbage collection understanding. So heap dump analysis, thread dump analysis, garbage analysis, everything we are going to cover in this App Dynamics core session, which is actually the core performance engineering concepts. Okay, so probably a good example is that like last month one of the learner he came and he shared his experience. I mean, whatever the interview session he had it, right, he explained like, sir, when I started talking about heap dump and thread dump garbage collection, that is actually made me to easily select in that interview, sir. That is how he explained. So what is that meaning? The expectation is more nowadays. Okay, it is not only tool level understanding, something beyond tool level understanding, performance engineering level understanding. So if you know heap dump, thread dump, garbage collection understanding, that is actually a value add. So that we are trying to cover in this course journey itself. So heap dump, thread dump, garbage collection we are going to cover, and then how to create a dashboard, and then how to create a report, how to schedule that, all those things we are going to learn. Okay, we are going to learn that. And then the a very important concept, App Dynamics issue debugging. Okay, there is a very important topic called call graph. Now we are going to learn what is call graph, what is partial call graph, all those things we are going to learn. And one more important thing called metric browser. I mean, entire App Dynamics metric in a single browser level, in a single metric level, it is actually available. And how you will extract your App Dynamics data out of App Dynamics. Just now somebody asked, right, like InfluxDB Grafana. Actually, we are not covering InfluxDB Grafana, but how to provide input to InfluxDB. How it is through the REST API. Through the REST API, you can extract the data out of App Dynamics, and then we can feed inside the database and stuff. Okay, so that is what in the metric browser we are going to learn. And then yes, in this group, many performance testers will be there. So your customers will definitely ask, how can I cross correlate your performance testing tool metric with the App Dynamics metric, like that if somebody is asking. So we are learning integration of load runner and JMeter with App Dynamics. That is also we are going to cover. And then baseline. This is what I told you, right? Auto learning capability. It is actually learning with the available metric baseline value, and your current value is deviated from the baseline value or what. That also you can do. And then tips and tricks, real world example, question and answer. Yes, all in all, we are trying to cover a 360-degree view, because we wanted to have the clear understanding of what is the core capability of this App Dynamics. We are covering everything, right? Almost app agent, machine agent, DB agent, user experience agent, dashboard creation, report creation, metric browser, call graph, JVM, heap dump, thread dump, everything we are covering. Okay, everything we are covering. That's what the core beauty of this learning. So that is how we are covering this entire things. Okay, those who have any question, you can ask me now. I'll take a pass.
So is the sessions will be recorded and shared to us, and any other
Yes, Rahul.
documents will be provided?
Yes, Rahul. Yeah. Yeah, we will do that. We'll do that.
No.
A new app to start monitoring using AppDeal. What major? See, that is how the entire course is actually designed, Pranita. It is your single question is actually your 15 hours of a session. So, I mean, anybody is giving a new app, how will you data gather, and then how will you do the agent configuration, how to make the setups and everything. That is what we are going to learn in this entire course, Pranita. Okay. Yeah, sure, Pranita. Thank you. Yeah. It is like your question is like 14th question will give you 1 crore. Please ask the first 14th question, kind of a question, but you need to wait for the 15 hours of a session so that you can get that understanding. Yeah. Any other question, guys? It's okay now. Yeah. So those who wanted to be part of this course journey, guys, I wanted to explain this. This is actually purely a weekend session. Saturday, Sundays only you will be having the session. I'll repeat again multiple times. This will be a weekend session. Saturday, Sundays only you will be having a session. And Saturday 2 hours, Sunday 2 hours, and probably within 3 weeks, 3 weekend, this course will get over. So that is how because we got inquiries from many professionals saying like, sir, we are completely busy during the weekdays, sir, but we wanted to learn this course. So that is the reason we designed this one. I mean, weekend we are going to have this probably 7 to 9 Indian time. Okay, 7 to 9 Indian time we are planning it. So today is a demo session. So continuously we'll have 2 hours of a session for completing this course journey. And those who wanted to be part of this course journey, I'm copy pasting this number. This is Kumar sir number. Hope everybody familiar with Kumar sir. I don't want to explain, but you reach out to Kumar sir for any further information related to course journey, course content, course timing, course topic, anything you wanted to discuss, you discuss to Kumar sir for further details. Okay. Even this is my number. This is my number. Those who wanted to even no, Kamal, it's 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Kamal, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Okay. So those who wanted to be part. Sorry.
So here there are 40 members, right? So if these 40 members, they have means most of the majority thinking to join in the daytime. So can it shift from to the daytime instead of evening?
Rauf, sure, Rauf, your point taken, but we'll do that. I mean, based on the enrollments, we will take a call. Okay, right now I cannot comment on this because it is all driven from training institute side. Okay, I'm not the right person to do the decision making. So we will. Your point taken. You can raise your thought with Kumar sir. Okay, he will definitely make an arrangement. Like if that is the case, we'll take it, no problem. Okay, but right now I cannot comment on that. We will see like how everybody wish to proceed with this. Okay, Raf, fine for you, right?
Yeah.
8019952427 is Kumar sir number. Mode of payment is you talk to Kumar sir. I think if you are from India, I think he will ask you to do the GPay itself. Okay. I mean, correspondingly in other locations, he'll provide you the mode of payment, Kamal. Okay. Is it weekend? Yes, Nash. Nash, it is weekend. What timing for US? It is mentioned in the, just a minute. Just a minute. So you joined now 8:30 a.m. right? 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, right? You joined in Eastern time. If it is that is the case, 8:30 to 10:30 a.m. Eastern time is the time slot for this learning. Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, sure, Nash. Thank you. So those who wanted to proceed with this course journey, please reach out to Kumar sir. 8019952427 is number. And any question, I mean, right now he raised one point, right? Like any questions related to that, you can reach out to Kumar sir, he will guide you. So this thought process, I mean, thought process behind this weekend session is, we are little busy during the weekdays, so we wanted to maintain a, I mean, we wanted to learn, but we wanted to maintain the balance, right? So that's the reason we are having it in the weekend. So you guys can touch base with Kumar sir for any further information. And everything, I mean, all these sessions are actually recorded, and we will share that through YouTube playlist URL. I mean, this videos will be lifetime access. You will be having a lifetime access. Anytime you can watch it, you can come back, and then you can ask your question. Why? Because there are days you may be having customer interactions, calls, or something. If you are missing that session, you can watch the video, and then you can come back, and then you can ask your question. So that is the reason we are having it. And then all the artifacts, documents, everything we will be sharing through Google Drive. So you guys can download and then make use of it. So that is also we are doing it. Okay. And then this is actually, I mean, we are planning to complete probably by 3 weeks of time. We are planning to complete it. So that is a plan of action. So you guys, I hope we all will travel in this course journey to learn the AppDynamics tool in a detailed way. Will there be any session tomorrow morning if you are enrolled? Yes, tomorrow, as per the schedule, we have a session. I mean, tomorrow we have a session. That is how I got the schedule. So tomorrow we have a schedule class, Pranita. It is there. Those who wanted to enroll, you can enroll, and then we can start our things. Okay, because because there are learners, they are having the intention like we will join a little late, but each and every session, it is all the knowledge that we are gathering, right? So every session is important. So tomorrow session we will start our day one. I mean, the topic one, what are APM tools topic, we will be starting from tomorrow, Pranita. Okay.
But you said to check with Kumar sir for the timings, right? So if you're starting tomorrow itself, then if we want to change the timings, will it be possible then?
Yes, possible. Why not? See, anyways, we are all going to group together, come to the understanding, and then we'll be moving it, right? So that's what I'm saying. You talk to Kumar sir. Say, it is not that one day we will be taking all the decision, Rauf. It takes time. So you talk to him, and then we'll come to the decision. Okay, sure. Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you, tomorrow is also evaluation day only. I mean, there are learners will newly join tomorrow also. You're getting my point, Rauf?
Yeah,
Tomorrow
I
also
got it.
yeah, that's the reason I'm saying, yes, it is as per plan it will go. Finally, those who are completely enrolled students will be there, right? We will take a decision, whatever is actually we are going to take. Okay. Clear, Rauf?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, thank you. So those who are interested to proceed with this course journey, please reach out to Kumar sir for further details. Even I pasted my number in the chat. Those who wanted to discuss with me, yes, you can discuss with me for further details. Thanks everyone. Even though it is a holiday, and even though it is a weekend, we are joining this, and then we showed up our hunger for learning. Thanks everyone for giving me this opportunity to share my knowledge and experience with you people. I'm going to continue the same thing in the upcoming days as well. Thanks for joining, and have a nice day. Bye bye.